Right, time for our feckin' rematch against ourselves.
Yep. Ooh, this could be good.
Tell you what, frame rate when recording's not running is in the 300s. Now it's down to the low 30s.
The fuck? Don't know if
Anyway,
your hand is the best ever.
not really, no. That'll
This
do. I got
could
the
be
Elvish
promising.
Piker. That'll do.
Yep. Well, the scoot mob will be a
Dicked
diversion
on
if nothing else.
immediately.
Yeah. But better get this dicked on than like 2 valuable cards.
Indeed. Neither side played anything. And for now, that's a good thing.
Awesome.
Anger!
I'll be able to play the Abattoir Ghoul plus the Death Baron shortly.
Nice. Yes, you do have a good hand there.
Indeed. Leonir.
Mon Dieu.
The Piker.
Yeah. Well, I could get an Eldrazi on the field very soon.
Yep. Now they don't know what to dick on because all of these 3 cards are insanely
Yes.
powerful.
All 3 of them have high value. Seeing this at a low frame rate is so alien. God only knows what the recording's going to turn out like.
Yeah.
Penis School deployed. I give the Eldrazi.
Nice.
Try dicking on that.
2 mana, Doomblade dead.
In which case, Saxton Hale. Well, if they're likely to do that, I'm just going to send it in straight away and not stop until they destroy it.
Yeah. They're scared.
I thought they were going to go for the Piker myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's a useful one.
Indeed it is.
You can play that and use the Piker still. Awesome.
Got to be one of the best cheat cards out there.
Yeah.
Put up fists.
This was to be expected.
I don't
And
give a shit.
I guess this was also not the biggest loss.
Again, yes. That might have been an issue if I was desperate for Eldrazi's, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Eldrazi's viewers being these big fuckers here. Colourless monsters that can fuck shit up a lot. Why hasn't Liliana done much?
Maybe she's got a shit hand.
an AI in this game having a shit hand? Think what you're saying.
I know. It's a pretty radical standpoint.
But they got a good way of clocking up a lot of life now. Damn it. Elmo, you cock blocker.
Now you don't even need the Elvish Piker to use it.
Indeed. Doing it.
Yep. 10-8 anyone?
Yeah. A penis school. Oh dear.
Yeah. Kinda useless without Death Touch in comparison. And kinda useless without being alive.
You know where that ghoul is now? In the hole.
In the hole.
We gotta keep these animals in line. This is quite a one-sided rematch.
Yeah. Well, the other game escalated quickly in the other direction, so...
Yep. The
that's
karma
something.
in this game is about as random as it is in Worms Reloaded.
Yeah. To the point where you can't even really call it karma.
You just call it supreme dishonour.
Yeah. Okay, this guy.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have the Eye of Ugin, thank you.
Oh yes, you can get that too, right? So
Yes, I
that's
can
not
start
overpowered.
firing even more Eldrazi's at them.
This way I'm forcing him to sacrifice mana rather than creatures.
And we are properly sawing their legs off.
Yeah. Oh, look what's on top of your library.
Avenge me! Although that won't really be necessary. Oh dear, it seems someone has aspirations about getting their mana back.
Hooey, I suppose.
I know what you're thinking. Get it out your system.
But play the Vengevine first so you can sacrifice that.
Alright. Do
But
it.
wait, what are you gonna sacrifice after that? Nah,
Probably the 2-2.
that's too valuable. I'll keep it in reserve for if they come up with anything cheeky.
Oh, a cheeky one.
Yep.
Wave goodbye to your crap, dumbass. If Liliana were to play Rise of the Dark Realms right now, that's about the only thing that might get him back.
Yeah, no. They don't even have that many creatures in the graveyard, neither do we.
Right, let's summon some more Eldrazi's to fuck shit up. It that betrays. Why not? And now I'll piker it on board.
I've been sort of forced to play some Hearthstone lately.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
that
basically...
Warcrafty card game that's a bit like Magic, yeah?
Yeah, it's basically this for babies.
And like that, the war begins.
Whoops, did I
Yeah.
just accidentally award?
Well, surely anything
Oh.
vaguely connected to Warcraft automatically starts a flame war.
Maybe. Well, uh, there aren't as many complicated cards as in this game.
So it is like they've dumbed it down.
Yeah, well, they've not dumbed it down, they've just generated a sort of simpler game. That it could kind of go the same way, but it's not there. I mean, you basically have a maximum of 10 mana, and you start with 1 and get 1 per turn. So, yeah, land cards don't exist in that.
I was so sure he was going to try and block that.
With the creature that cannot block. They just
was a
murdered themselves. Oh no, they didn't. Nice.
That is really pushing their ability to the limit there.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, she's going all out.
She has no choice.
Yeah.
Should I, just for the lols?
I've got zombie apocalypse, and yeah, so why not? I mean, you lose most of your creatures, but what the hey?
Eldrazi's are the backbone of my army. Fuck it.
Now, as you said that, use the Eye of Ugin.
Yeah.
And then Elvish Pike it. This is also something that doesn't really work in Hearthstone.
Well, they don't let you stop time and play troll abilities like that.
Yeah, and basically you do things in your turn and they do things in their turn.
So you can't interrupt them.
At least not as far as I've played.
Now, where's the fun in that?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I'm Jesus.
I think my main beef with Hearthstone is that that I thought it was going to be a bit more complex than it is.
I'm going to stoke the flame war even further, but would you say it's a blatant rip-off of Magic that's been dumbed down for the kind of people that have played Warcraft before?
Oh.
I've stoked the fires of the flame war. You can't make it any worse by your answer.
Yeah, the game is, it is different. But, yeah, it's a trading card, well, not basically trading card game, but it's a card game where you can build decks and where you, well, yeah, I think all those games, like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Masters, and I think even the Pokemon games are basically a rip-off of Magic the Gathering.
I've seen some videos of some of the Yu-Gi-Oh games. They do look pretty good.
Um, yeah, well, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game is, I'd say, somewhere in between this and Hearthstone. But there's also one beef with it, and apparently over the new generations of cards, they have become more and more powerful.
Yes, I have heard that is an issue. With each new generation, the new cards shit on everything else, yeah.
And in this, well, in Magic, they've stayed a bit more consistent until Eldrazi's came along and thought, hey, we'll just be blatantly overpowered. Isn't that fun?
I'm surprised Eldrazi's haven't been ruled out of professional tournaments entirely. But some of them are banned, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it the Aeons Torn? Was that a banned one?
I don't even know for sure. There's online resources where you can check, but I don't bother with those cards too much.
3, 5, 7. Oh, no, not 9. Want the feckers to suffer a little longer.
Yeah.
Won't play the Crushers until the time is right.
Yep. Something that's a quite good thing in Hearthstone is that um, the heroes that you play always have their own ability. So even it always costs 2 mana if I'm not mistaken, and so even if you don't have anything that you can really do, you've got that thing left. So you
So
can do like
So it's a bit like the hero in Heroes of Might and Magic then. It has its own attack
yes,
and abilities.
sort of. Yeah. So if you don't draw a card that you can use, or if you've got enough mana to play it and you've got some left over,
I see you're being smartest man in history of
Yeah.
world.
you can still do something and you don't feel like you're wasting a turn. But games rarely last as long as they do in this here.
Send in the penis school. I think not.
And the combat system in Hearthstone is a bit different.
How so?
Well, in this you attack the enemy and they decide if they want to block with their creatures. In Hearthstone you attack the enemy or a creature they have. And if there's a creature on their side that has the taunt ability, you have to go for that one first.
So it's very much like the penis elf.
Yeah, reverse penis elf, I suppose. Oh, just for 2 mana. Brilliant.
Just check, see if there's any I left out. Nope.
So
Eldrazi conscription next, though.
if you've got like a massive creature here, you can you can use that to defend from anything the enemy throws at you. But on Hearthstone, they can just bypass it and go directly for you, unless that creature has taunt.
So there is the option for some much more crazy manoeuvres.
Yeah. You can be a bit more YOLO and just constantly attack the enemy. No! They would gain life otherwise.
Now that is some quality counter trolling. Relax, you're getting a promotion to Homo Monkey Whopped you.
Okay. Don't know if that starts a flame war more than talking about Hearthstone being a cheap rip-off of this.
It'll be interesting to see. On the other hand, my videos don't normally get that many views. It'll be funny if this is the thing that drew people's attention.
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck not? Let's get fucking famous here.
Come on, play some cards. Oh, shoot down me abattoir ghoul before I forget. When we go on the final slaughter.
Okay.
You might want to do that to yours as well.
Yep.
Yep, and I has mana to burn. Let's take you down to 1 health. Or 1
Yeah.
life.
Maybe I haven't delved deep enough into Hearthstone, but it seems that most of the stuff there is, well, basically has simplified effects like that taunt thing. I mean, on Magic you've got a number of effects like here, trample and haste that are on a lot of creatures, but it seems like that's basically the only thing you've got there.
Are there any things that have protection from everything?
I don't think there is such a thing.
Damn it.
And also the spaces on the cards where the effect is stated, they're just a bit smaller, so I suppose there aren't as many complex effects going on. And then even the battlefield only allows you to place like, I don't know, 10 creatures or so. I don't know if it shrinks down any further after that. So we charge next turn or something?
Yes.
Yeah, then you can play your 2 gears.
You mean my 2 gays?
Yep.
Deploying. Avenge me!
Nice.
Keep them on 1.
Yeah.
If you're going to pull a miracle out of your ass, Liniana, you might want to stand up.
On Hearthstone, by the way, you can attack with creatures individually. So you could say, okay, this creature will go attack now, and then you play some other cards, and then you'll attack with another creature. Well, in this, the phases are a bit more strict. which is a thing. Don't know if good or bad. Just
Well, it
different.
invites interesting tactics doing it this way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's both. It both gives you some ways of developing its tactics, so I guess it's both valid. And the game itself feels a lot better coded than these pieces of software.
Yeah, it's not hard to wire up an item software better
Bitches
than
love
this.
cannons.
As I said earlier in the reviews, I'm normally pulling about 10 times this in frame rate. Although paradoxically it is working my GPU less hard.
Yeah. You can't even limit the frame rate in this or anything.
I can set Bandicam to artificially limit it, but that's a bit choppy, and as I've proven, given that the recording's hovering around 30 frames a second, it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game doesn't know what VSync is.
Well, it doesn't know or care, I guess.
No. I don't think any of the games have cared.
Yeah.
Right, what's the number?
Come on.
Minus 153.
153.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well,
Also, don't buy Magic 2015. That is a festering piece of shit.
or its successor. That
Well,
is
you don't
Dishonour.
have to buy that. So, yeah, if you
You
want to
can
get
sell
into
your soul
Magic,
to it.
yeah, if you want to get into Magic the Gathering just a bit to see how it is, Magic Duels is out there for free. It's pay to win, but it's playable for free. So, yeah, fire away or something.
I would say either this or was it Magic 2012 that had the awesome artifact deck?
Yeah, 2012 had sort of the best decks that could do the crazy tactics, but the game wasn't very stable. So when you've had too many creatures or something out, you would kind of destroy the game
And
and it
also,
would crash.
wasn't it when you deploy the type of Hydra at too high a strength to start with, it'd crash the game?
I'm
Am
not
I
sure,
remembering that
but
right?
yeah, I think the Hydra could also crash the game. But in 2013, I believe it was possible to deal over 1 million damage to the enemies, which is insane.
Well, didn't you routinely put that to the test with an elf deck?
I did do that with another deck, which is a white one that basically gives you lots of life if you're lucky enough. But the limit, just in the computer game, is set to 9,999. And the limit of token creatures, or, well, one type of creature you can have,
100.
is 100. 100 times 10,000 equals 1 million. And so basically, if you have the maximum number of that creature by duplicating it all the time, and having the maximum amount of life, you will deal that much damage. In
What?
the real world, if you would combo those two decks, you would sort of be able to deal unlimited damage, of course.
What Magic version was it where the AI could pussy out and crash the game if it wanted to?
That was 2012.
I thought that was 2013.
Well, I think 2013 was a lot more stable than 2012. Because in
That wasn't
2012
hard
just,
to improve upon.
yeah, 2012 just died a lot. 2013 got better, and 2014 has reached the point of almost never crashing.
Yeah, 2014 is probably the most stable, but it's not wired up the best. It's not very well optimized.
Yeah, and there's
If you
the
have
problem of
a
the menu
graphics
navigation.
card like a GeForce 480, be prepared for a wild ride.
Yeah, also the menu navigation got worse and worse.
Well, Magic 2015 was designed for low-end tablets.
Yeah.
Or the menu system was, anyway.
Yeah, actually counted the number of clicks that it required to set up a two-headed giant lobby.
Oh, yeah, here
And
we go.
yep, from 2012 onwards, it took longer and longer to do.
How many extra?
Uh, at least one per new game, but I mean, it's a useless click that you don't need to execute if
He
the
whines
menus are done
about this
right.
every match.
I whine about this every match. But now maybe somebody hears me whine other than him, so yay!
Well, it's probably be at best a couple of dozen people. As I said, that's about as good as my videos get at the moment.
Fair enough.
But anyway, that's pretty much a sum up of all the Magic the Gathering games.
Yep.
My personal recommendation is 2014. What about you, Zeemon?
Yeah, me too, me too.
Well, anyway, that's everything summed up. See yous later.